When I was married to a female when I was 19, we had started hanging out with one of my friends from high school, and we ended up being, I ended up getting cool with her baby daddy. And one time, me and my ex wife was over at his house, which was, in our thoughts, a mess, a hazard. So she decided that she wanted to take his baby, so she called the police and ran out the house with his baby. And then some years later, I ended up seeing him in college, apologizing to him about the situation. And then we became friends, and then we became fuck friends. Me and him used to do it, and I don't know why I did it with him because he was small. He enjoyed like making a female gag because his thing was small. Of course, at those times I never felt it anyway, but I had 40 bodies and only felt 37 of them. And one of the 37 was small. So I don't know. Yeah. But I tried to be his girlfriend for 2 years. And then after that, I gave up and got me my favorite ex, Brayden. But yeah, that person introduced me to spirituality. I guess that's the most whole I ever felt, the most love I ever felt, the most secure I ever felt. Until I didn't. But I didn't when I stopped catching feelings. I guess you don't see a person way up here when you don't love them anymore and they not what you want, and you done too much begging for them to love you and stuff like that. But that person really put me in my tracks. Like, that person taught me a lot. All my relationships taught me a lot, and I speak on all of them. But I was really messing with a dude that my ex-wife called child protective services on, and I didn't choose him. I chose her because I married her. And then I ended up doing it with him and being his little friend for some years. And he told me I was stupid for waiting on my ex for 6 months without doing it with nobody, because at that point I had decided that I was going to just stop doing it with him and get me either somebody new or my ex back. But of course, the way my ego set up, of course I ain't be like, Brayden, I want you back. But because there was too much drama in between that, I never trust you again. And after all the stuff that I was finding out lately, it's just like, you ever mess with yourself so hard you don't see nothing? Oh yeah, he can't be messing with her, I'm the baddest. He can't like her, I'm the baddest. Who told you that? You could be the baddest and he still like her, even though she not as pretty as you. Some people just easier to, there's a certain type of female person that's gonna take you, whether you single, faithful, loyal, abusive or not. And some people, they gonna kick rocks. They gonna be like, okay, on to the next, bye.